So if you actually want to add pinholes, circle tool, create circles and ellipses, click and hold and drag it out. See this, it's making ovals. So if you press and hold control at the same time, you can make it into a circle a lot easier. I'm going to drag this one down to the pinhole. Let's go a bit smaller. Copy, paste, again the same, paste it again for the lanyard. Lanyards, generally we go a bit bigger, don't we? So I'm going to drag that out, again holding control while dragging a corner. I don't want it to be filled on this one, so I'm going back up to fill and stroke, clicking no, but let's make it a bit of a thicker tube. Now we want to add a plunge line and the front of the handle, so back over here, draw your Bezier curves and straight lines, click on the edge and then click at the top of the plunge. Now before, when we did the outline, I went back to the start node and that completed it. With this one we can't do that, so just hit return and it's made it. I'm going to change that colour again to red just so it matches, and then do the handle, return, turn it red, but that's straight and I want it curved, so again back to the edit paths by nodes and pull out a curve from there. Done. So now if I click on the, so we're on the move tool, click on the knife outline, hold shift and click on the plunge line, the front of the handle, the pin, the lanyard tube, then do Control and G, so it's grouping, they're all together. Okay, so I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that, just so that we've got another version over the top of it. Okay, but let's say we want to change this. I've got this basic knife and I like the handle. I've decided I don't like the blade, or I just want to do a different version. I'm doing stuff in a theme. Let's do edit paths by nodes, click on this top one. I can just click on the node and just drag it down. Obviously lots of odd things are happening up to the blade part between that node and that node, but nothing is happening to the rest. So I'm going to move this back, or this handle back, sorry, back into the node, get rid of it. I'm going to go for a pretty straight line, and then we're going to go and put that curve in there. So this one and this one are exactly the same, apart from just changing that blade shape. And from here, I'm just going to get rid of this one. From here, oops, sorry, you can do almost anything you like. So, you know, you can make it really curved, you know, yet again. Right, okay. Adding in a node, so let's say that we actually want to go make this a recurve. So I'm going to pull this out. I don't like how this is curving. I want this to be further along first, like a longer straight section or something different. So just to add a node in to what we've already done, is when you're on the edit paths by nodes tool here, just double click on one of your existing lines. So that'll just add a node in, but you can see that this one's square where these are diamond. So a square node is a symmetrical node here, look. So it's got the arms coming out, but if you change one side it changes the other the same. Generally I find that for these designs that doesn't help me, so you can change that to a corner node, like one of the diamond ones up here. So now we can do this, see? So we could actually have it let's go Tom Brown trackery type weird thing. So that could all be edge. Yeah. So now back to the handle. We've decided we don't like that. We want to add another curve in here. So we're going to edit the nodes, pull this out. I'm just going to get rid of these pins a minute on that one. Now see, this here is one of the problems that you can have, is that node there is it's coming out at too much of a corner. So it's coming straight out, so I find that this is where you need to really make it a combination of pulling out a straight line. So what I've just done there is it comes out as a smooth curve, and then you can see that there's a bit of a junction here. Again, the same thing, is that that's not quite right, so that needs pulling out. Anybody who wants to make this one, feel free. I won't charge you royalties. So let's do a bit of see what I just did there. When this was all grouped in, I just kept double clicking until it basically ungrouped it. So the pins can now be moved. You have to regroup later. Okay, that's it. Any questions, feel free to ask. If anybody wants a bit of an idea of how to do a folding knife on Inkscape, I can show you that, and I can show you how the blade folding in can interact with the handle. It's really quite cool. Thanks.